Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to Index Card Friday. Welcome back to my home. I am hoping what we do today you are absolutely going to love. So, first off, I want to go ahead and make some more of this tape with you, vintage tape. This can be any color using the alcohol inks that you want. Just experiment. One thing I wanted to do was go ahead and spray some alcohol on this to just spread it apart, so that might be for another day. So let's get started. Grab a piece of anything that tape will stick and peel off of. I am going to take this piece of paper here just to put it down. I went ahead and I put 2 rows of packing tape. For me, it's easier to leave a little bit on the end so I have something to pull. I am using regular waxed paper. Then I went and I took and put some strips of the invisible Scotch tape, just like this. I am thinking this is the tape that's tearing when I pull it. Now, I like that. I haven't had any trouble with that at all. But I'm thinking regular Scotch tape or tape might work better than this invisible. So just give everything a try and see which you prefer. So I am going to go ahead and put another piece of this down. But that's what I mean. You need to put this on a piece of plastic. I know some packing plastic works. You're just going to have to try it out. Freezer wrap would be good. And anything that you can pull your tape off of is what you're looking for. So I'm going to go ahead and put one more piece of this down. Hopefully I am on camera, and then we're gonna get started playing. So I have seen in the past videos where creators cut this all the way down, but I had issues trying to get it off. So for me, it worked best to have a little bit of overhang. You're just going to have to play with it and decide what method works best for you. But this tape, guys, this is fun. So I do have a dauber with the felt pad on it that looks like this. And this is made for alcohol inks. You can take your alcohol inks and you can put them on your pad and then disperse them that way. Or you can drop it right on your tape. So I don't know that I used, we're going to go ahead and we're going to use, this is Tim Holtz. What is the name of this? Where are the names? Let's see. I know there's color names. Let's see if I can find. This is Mermaid. Maybe this is called Dichondra. Okay, that's a type of grass. I know that from when I lived in Sacramento. Dichondra. So this is a green. Let's dab some on here, and then you are going to get it on yourself. And it is a dye, so just be aware of that. And if I just go ahead and do this, I mean, you can do that, but you're going to get smears. You're not going to get texture looking tape. But if you don't like it, just take alcohol and go over it. You can change this even after it's dried. Put alcohol on it. I happen to love this color. So this is dabbing it right off of my dauber. And now we're gonna put some drops right on it, and you can see the difference. So let's do this. See how it pools? Isn't that just too cool? And if you let it pool, here, let me show you. If you let it pool and dry, you get this. You get kind of a darker line, which I happen to really like. I like the look of that. So this is all you do. You just play in it. Literally play in it. So let's go with a different color. Let's see, what do we have here? Willow, Teakwood, and Espresso. You know Espresso is going to be the darkest. Let's see what we get with a little Teakwood. Just going to do that. How's everybody doing? Hard to believe. It is, see what I got there? I think that is just the coolest ever. And if you don't like that, just put some alcohol over that, and you can completely change the look. But this is what you do. You just have a really, really fun play. And I could see where I could spend literally hours, I think, doing this. Okay, now we're going to go in with Espresso, because I really think that, well, no, let's use Teakwood, because I think Espresso is going to be the darkest. So let's put it on let's squirt some on there. See what we get. Let's see. You know, the idea, I think, is to make aged tape, but you can do whatever you like with this. Whatever color. And what does aged mean to you? Aged tape to you may be different looking than what I am thinking aged tape would be. So now let's grab some of this Espresso, which I think would be the darkest. And I'm not going to do a lot because I do think it's going to be pretty dark. But I love the effect of when it spreads. See that? It's just so cool looking. I'll try to make sure I'm on camera. Okay, let's put some on the dauber and then see what we get. Can't believe I'm being pretty clean. I so far don't have it on my fingers, which is amazing. Okay, so this is literally what you're gonna do to make your tape. And for all the alcohol that you put on top of this, it's all going to react. So I'm going to call this done. Done for now. I will finish it all later, but done for now. That is what we did. And I happen to really like it. Let's pick it up and look at it without this paper underneath, so you get a more accurate view. We are going to be using this paper. That's what we have. So, pretty cool, right? and I really like it. Okay, this is the one that we're going to use today because this is dried. Really, really cool. All right, you want to know what we're going to make? We're going to make this. Isn't this so cute? We're staying in the very vintage. This is the back. We're staying with a real vintage look. It's kind of a photo booklet. I creased the photo to make it look really old, and when you open it up, oh, I'm in love with this, guys. Look at that. I feel like this looks like it's been around for centuries. It's just the neatest thing. Like you could have found this in an old wooden trunk up in somebody's basement. Isn't that neat? So let's get started. That's our make today. You are going to need ink pads. You're going to need photos. You're going to need, I did use these corner things. I got these off of, I'm pretty sure, Amazon a really long time ago. Photo corners. If you just go on Amazon and you check for photo corners, they're going to pop up. I've had them sitting in front of me for years, and it's just time to use them. This is how they come, and they're sticky on the back. And you're going to need 2 photos. You're going to need a piece of cardstock. And of course, you're going to need your index card. You're going to need glue and a sanding tool, some type of sanding tool. I have Tim Holtz sanding discs. They come like this. I also got these off of Amazon. 10 pieces. I apologize, I can't tell you what I paid, but I didn't pay much. So, and I have been using this one. This is the first one. I've been using it ever since I got them. If you're following my videos, then you know you get a lot of use out of it. This is not anywhere near being done. So the first thing that we are going to do is attach our cardstock to our index card, and this is a 6x4 index card, and I am going to attach it this way. I'm going to put the glue on the index card. Doesn't matter. You do it however you want to do it. For me, this is the thinner piece, and so for me, it's just easier to do it this way. And I'm really quickly going to make sure my phone is turned off. I usually do that before I start, and I don't know if I did, so let me just check, and I did, so that's good. And you can see we are a little bit off. We are a lot off there. It's funny because I'm barely off at the bottom, and that's amazing. So we are going to cut this, and then we're going to do a lot of inking. I'm inking with Vintage Photo and with Ground Espresso, I believe. Let's see. Vintage Photo and, yeah, Ground Espresso. And I'm using archival ink. So there is that, and I'm going to go ahead and just cut this. You don't have to, but yeah. So no stamping today. That's kind of a miracle, isn't it? No stamping today. And I have my dauber, which I swore I would replace before. And now I'm like, where did it go? Y'all might see it. I don't see it anywhere. There it is, behind the tape. But you can see, yeah, it's kind of nasty, but let's use it. Okay, we've got espresso. we're going to start with vintage photo. And I thought about rounding the corners too and decided against it. I think you could, but I really needed all the space using the photo corners. I needed all the space I could get, so I didn't do that. Just wasn't sure. Now, you can do the same thing with smaller photographs, and then I am just going to go all over this because we want this to look really, really like it's been through decades of time. Then I'm going to take and I'm going to put it in the ground espresso, and I'm going to do the exact same thing. This also gives the ink time to dry on the other side, so that when we go to fold this, we won't, hopefully will not have any crease marks. And yes, I've got major shedding going on. Let's see, we're just going to get darker, which I love. I am loving this process. Okay, so now I am going to use the scoreboard because I want to try to get a nice score line. So we're going to go down 3. I'm just going to pass it a couple times. Keep my fingers crossed that that fold does not crease. If it does, we'll deal with it, but I'm looking good. And see that from the shed? It's okay. All right, this is where we need our bone folder. Right here. Great crease. All right, see how that's cracked? That's wonderful, because we're going to take our sanding tool and you're going to sand it on both sides. And you're going to be rough. Don't be soft or gentle. And then we're going to use our ground espresso again for this. Okay. Love that. Now, when you look at the front of this, you know it's been through something, okay? Because it's been through a lot of time. It's been in and out of purses or in and out of pockets. It's been held. It's been passed on. So you know where the wear and tear would be. It would be at the bottom. From going in and out of pockets. It would be from being opened, so it would be on the edge. And there probably would be some at the top. We're not going to worry too much about the cover because you're going to have a photograph that's going to cover that up. And then I'm going to take, I don't want the white, but I want the worn. Can you see that? I want the worn. And then we're going to do the same thing with the back, only a little bit more because there's nothing covering the back here. So be generous with your sanding. The more you sand, I think the better it's going to look. The more used, that's what you want. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Okay, now let's talk about the photos. I have some Tim Holtz photos that I've had for a while. I can't tell you where I got them. Just one of those things that I've had and hoarded, didn't want to use. Doesn't that look kind of just beat up. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing with the photos. I pulled out on this one, I pulled out like there's the husband, there's the wife, could be brother, sister, whatever. And then on this one, these photos measure, just in case you want to come across them, 3.5 by probably 2.5. Yeah, they're 3.5 by 2.5. And so I think what I'm going to do is put the family photo on the outside and the single photo, or maybe it should be the other way around. Let's put the single photo on the outside and then the family on the inside. Okay, so we are gonna go ahead and do to both of them what we did to the last one, the cover. We're just going to distress this up. And all of that white I want to age with the vintage photo. And then we're going to come over with the espresso. And then we're just going to fold this up. Maybe that corner got ripped or folded. So we're going to do one of these. Then we're going to fold it back. That's what you want. And then we're going to take some of that off. And then we're going to come back. And we're just, like I mentioned, see, it just looks like it would be natural. So don't be afraid to go in and do your thing. I think it looks even better. It just looks like it was supposed to be like that. Old. And then we're going to bring this sander and we're going to sand the edges. And I would say, by the way, this is sanding. I do need a new one. So let's replace this. Go in and now hopefully this won't really rip it up. Makes a big difference though. Just where you know there would be use. And if you tear it by mistake, even better, okay? Even better if your photo rips. That's even better. So when you get it the way you want it, and that's pretty doggone good. I really really like that. We are going to place it on the front. And if you don't have the photo corners, no big deal. You can glue this or you can put tape. That would be fantastic too. But because it's old and they used to use photo corners all the time, I am going to use photo corners. So we're going to stick these in and try to place this how it needs to go. And if it's a little bit crooked, that's okay. Let's see. About like that. And then 2 at the bottom. Like this. One and 2. Oh, no, they're sticky. There we go. Oh, look at that. I love that. Just love that. Okay, so we're looking at that. I want tape on this though. I want tape on this. So you know what I'm going to do? Let's pull. Let's see, I think I've got this piece here is great. I think I'm going to do this. Just like that. And then I'm definitely folding this over. And I have this tiny, tiny piece here. I don't want to lose that. I'm just going to stick it on there like that. Doesn't that look good? And then I think I'm going to put a little piece at the bottom. Let's see if I can get this off. This is why I decided to keep it. I had cut this down on the ends and I found I was having trouble lifting it up. So that's why I decided to let it hang off the sides. I just need a little piece here. And we're going to put it down here. Look at that, guys. I love this. So then on this side, what we're going to do is, this is index card, believe it or not, and we're just going to really ruddy this side of the index card up. We're just going for it. So this is what we're doing. Yeah, just get it going. Don't worry about the center because we're going to put a piece of tape there. And your photograph is going to cover up most of this. So just have fun. And then we're going to go in and I sanded it. You can see down here how it's been sanded? Like it's been worn. That's what we're going to do. That's what we want. I'm going to sand it. I love this so much. Okay. So let me get this off. Look at that. I love this. Now we're going to do the same thing with the photo. And we're going to put tape. Actually, it probably is a good thing that I had the shred because I like the effect. So let's cut a piece of this. I think this might do it. And we're going to put this right down the center. I think I want it the other way. That way. Look at that. And I'm going to go ahead and just put that there. I don't want to waste it. Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at, you're going to make a mess, but it is fun. And then we're going to lightly just go over this. You can still write, okay? Don't be afraid. We don't want that stark white because, you know, it would never be white after all the years of going through what it went through. It would never be, your index card would never be totally white. Now, this would be cool if you wanted to get your stamps out and stamp some cool stuff on there, that would be really, really fun. I left this one a little bit whiter, but I really prefer that. But if you got out like your document stamps, how cool. Doesn't it look like it's just centuries old? So, so fun. So now we're going to do the same thing to this photo that we did to that photo. So we're going to start by distressing it. You can cut your corners if you want, but if you're using photo corners, you really are going to need those edges. So be careful with that. And then I am going to, I think, bend this. Okay, I'm going to go over it like that. And I think I'm going to bend this one. And then we're going to give it a good inking. Let's see what we've got. Bend it the other way too. Bend it to where it almost feels like it's going to come off. And then let's so good. Look at that, guys. It's just so good. Okay, then she's ready to go be put in her little album. So there we go. Make sure that we've got it right side up. Grab some photo corners. This is, I think, by far one of my favorite, absolute favorite index card ideas. I don't know how I came up with it. I just did. So, yeah, this is one of my all-time favorites. Okay, so we're going to put this like right there and do the same thing at the bottom. And get our corners on. I hope y'all like this. Please be sure to let me know in the comments what you think. This one is, can I lift this up a little bit crooked? We don't want to be crooked, but if we are, it's okay. All right. So I want tape. I want tape on this. So let's see. I think I'm going to put some tape down here like that. And I think I'm going to put some tape right here like that. Oh, it's so good, guys. Look at that. Oh my goodness. It is just so, I don't have words for this. It's just so cute. I want to put some tape back here. So let's use this and just go like that. Okay, get this out of the way, close this up. Let's look at what we did. Y'all are gonna have to let me know what you think. Oh my my goodness, guys. I love the make. Look at that. And like I said, get your stamps out and do it. I think I probably next week, maybe we will make a couple more of these and we will use stamps. It feels really old. It just feels old. I love this. Just am in love with it. So you can still see there's an index card there. So please let me know what you think in the comments. And there we go. All right, guys, that is the make today. So let's get to our drawing. I never did hear from the winners of the 2 booklets last week. Never heard from these 2 people. So we are going to be giving these away. But let's first do these 2. Okay, remember these Easter. I was thinking I was going to do Easter this week, but to be honest with you, I came up with this idea and I'm not sorry. I'm just not. I'm too much in love with them. So, all right, first one. How about Darlene Browning? Darlene, you are new. I need your address. So you have until next week, and we will be giving it away if I don't hear from you. My Etsy shop is always in the description box, so you can go in there and leave me a message giving me your address. I would really appreciate it because I'd love to send that to you. Tammy, all right, Miss Tammy, this one is coming your way. Congratulations to Tammy. Now, these 2, unfortunately, I did not hear from, so this first one here, let's send her to so many new people. Welcome, welcome. Love having you here. But if you are doing Index Card Friday, I've got to get your address. Oh, Linda Barnes. Okay, Miss Linda. She is coming your way. And we have one more here. This sweetness right here is going to go to Sherry S. All right, Miss Sherry, she is going to be coming your way. I hope you enjoy that, guys. Be sure to let me know what you think. Big, big hugs. Have a fantastic weekend, and I will catch you in the next one. Hugs, guys. Bye.